Sonic X first aired in 2003 and came off of the air in 2006 and has 3 seasons, and the series revolves around the story of Sonic and friends coming in the real world, our world, and coming in contact with this person they've never met named Chris, who has a life, with people he lives with. And Chris becomes friends with Sonic the Hedgehog and the gang. But things take a turn for the worse when Eggman has also entered their world. And throughout each episode, Eggman is still looking to capture Sonic and take over the world. Sonic X is technically one of the definitions of why I had an amazing childhood. I freaking loved everything about this show. First off, it's Sonic, one of the most popular video game characters of all time. What's not to love about Sonic X? Sure, I could see people saying that this anime series is flawed. I could even see people saying that they hate Sonic X, and I can understand where the flawed people are coming from, but I really don't see a reason to hate Sonic X. The best thing that I love about this series is that it's always moving with your favorite video game characters. You have Sonic, you have Tails, you have Knuckles, you have Amy, you have Cream the Rabbit and Cheese the Chow. You even have Shadow the Hedgehog. Come on, Shadow. That's when things get interesting. And I really think what makes the series watchable are these characters, and the fact that you know them and you love them, and the humor that they bring to the stories in each episode and stuff like that. It's just really entertaining. I really do think the idea of Sonic coming into the real world and going against Eggman once again, I really do think that's genius, and Sonic X captured that really well. And I do like the friendship that Chris and Sonic the Hedgehog share. I think it's kind of interesting for Sonic to be friends with a human being. And there are times in the series where things kind of get touching with and emotional between Chris and Sonic. And I'm going to be completely honest when I say this. Really, one of the few problems, literally the few problems that I have with Sonic X as a series alone is Chris. I can't say I bash on Chris completely, but he's just kind of useless. He's just kind of there, really, and sometimes he's annoying a bit. Some of the human characters are kind of unforgettable too, except Ella and Chris's grandfather, I think. Yeah, they were pretty interesting characters, but other than that, all the other human characters are totally unforgettable, except for Dr. Eggman, but Eggman doesn't count. The thing that makes Sonic X stand out as a series, even as an anime, is that it knows what it is, and it totally accomplishes everything it's going for, in my view at least. And it's way more of a mature Sonic cartoon than the 90s ones, and I really found that a giant breath of fresh air. Really, my last issue with Sonic X, and I might as well get this out of the way now so I can talk about my big love for this series after. My last issue with Sonic X is Season 3. I do not hate Season 3. There are just times in Season 3 where it really drags. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, the Metarex saga, where Sonic and Chris and friends are in space and they have to battle the Metarex. There are times in that season where things do drag, but once it gets to the season finale, something's just thrown completely in your face. And I don't know about you, but when I was a little kid, the waterworks bursted out. I was in tears. I was bursting my eyes out. How the series ends, it's just devastating. It's very sad, and it's really emotional too. But I really wish the series did continue. I really wish we got a Season 4 and more other seasons of Sonic X, because I really think that this was a series that deserved more. The animation is phenomenal. You cannot argue with the animation. The animation in Sonic X, it's groundbreaking. The movements that these characters do, especially the action sequences, when explosions occur, when Sonic is running, it's amazing. Seriously, the animation is mind-boggling. Absolutely love the animation. And it's easily one of the best things about the entire series. I can't talk about Sonic X if I don't mention the characters, because the characters are what make this show very memorable. Now we're going to start off with the Blue Blur himself. Sonic is freaking amazing. Sonic still has that cocky personality. He's very interesting, and he knows when to get action ready when he wants to, or at least every time when someone's in trouble. Tails, I really liked Tails in the series. He's kind of independent. He's not really that sidekick of Sonic in this kind of series. He usually focuses on like inventing stuff, and I kind of thought that turning Tails into an independent character was very interesting. Knuckles, not so much. He wasn't really that interesting. He was just really pissed most of the time at most things and just felt like breaking stuff, especially when he was around Rouge the Bat, which was the character from Sonic Adventure 2. They're weird. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to call it friendship, but it's kind of weird. Amy, couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her in the series. She's always asking for Sonic. I think that's really her motive in the series, just to be around Sonic. Just really, because it's Amy. So, obviously, I guess. The other character is Shadow. He's BA. Love Shadow. He's definitely on my top 3 favorite Sonic characters. Dr. Eggman is better than he was in Sonic shows beforehand, like the 90s cartoons. Dr. Eggman really is better. He definitely does not have that much of a character development. Like I said, he's just looking forward to destroy Sonic and conquer the world, because that's really his motive. But other than that, Sonic X is a really great time. I absolutely love this series. It's definitely one of my favorite animes, and I know this is an unpopular opinion for me to say that, because not a lot of people would consider Sonic X. I don't even think really anyone would consider Sonic X any other fan of their animes. Maybe if you're a diehard Sonic fan, sure. But I would say Sonic X is definitely one of my favorite animes. It's definitely one of my favorites. It is my favorite Sonic show for sure. And it's definitely one of the things that shaped my childhood up on who I am today. Absolutely love Sonic X. I'm going to give Sonic X an A. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching this review. I couldn't really tell if this was short or not, because I kind of had to take little breaks between filming this, because there were some problems with my camera. I couldn't tell if this was a short review. I apologize if this was a short review. But anyway, I'm going to be uploading one more review tonight. I'm going to be reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Can't wait to talk about it. I have a lot to say about that movie. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review. You guys are the best. Love every single one of you. And look forward to more reviews that will be coming very soon. And as always, if you're new here and you like what you see here, why not hit that subscribe button to join the EliB/520 community. And I will see you next time. Peace out.